One of the best ways that a business owner can connect with their audience on social media is to host their own live stream. So today we're completing the last in the 4-part series of hosting your first Instagram live. So let's get right into it. If you're new here, my name is Liz and I release videos every Tuesday teaching you how you can add video to your business. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you never miss any of my future content. Now, this is the 4th in this great series where we are learning how to do your first Instagram live. The reason that it's in 4 parts is because there is actually a lot of things to think about when you are planning to do this. Especially the first time, it's not as easy as it looks. So if you've missed any of the other parts in this series, make sure that you check them out. Today we're into the last part of the series where we are talking about how to edit and promote your IG live once you've actually completed it. So let's jump right into it. Now, it is actually a little awkward to talk about editing your IG live because in fact, there's not a lot of editing that you can do. In some Instagram accounts, you can actually download your Instagram live. I used to have this capacity on my account. I no longer have that feature. If you are able to download your Instagram live to your device after you complete it, then yes, of course, you can upload that to another editing software and add some nice brightening filters or just lighten it up or trim the end or the beginning. You can do any of that stuff. So I highly recommend that you keep that in mind if you are able to download it. For the rest of us who are not able to actually save it on our device, then we have no choice but to actually just upload it and save that to our account just as is. So instead of that, what you can do even before you start your Instagram live is spend some time thinking about whether the lighting in your room is good enough that you are going to look your best during your live, and also consider if you want to add a filter. So if you're familiar with Instagram Live, you know that there are a billion different filters out there. There is one for everybody. If you're a business owner hosting a live where you are teaching or training or trying to educate your audience, I highly recommend that you choose just a nice, subtle type of a filter that makes you look like you. It's great once in a while to choose all the fun filters when you're doing Instagram stories or reels or any of that. But if it's too over the top, people may not take you as seriously as you want them to take you as a business owner. So spend a little bit of time before the fact, long before the fact, just sifting through some of the Instagram filters and saving the ones that you like. That way, when you are on the screen on your device ready to go live, just scroll across the bottom until you find that filter that you have saved, and then you just have to long press on the little circle emoji for that filter. Once you do that, then that filter will be applied to your screen, and then you can do your live stream with that filter on. This is one of the best and easiest ways just to ensure that you have a little bit of a nicer appearance there if you're not in a situation where you can continue to edit after the fact. Now, another workaround that I mentioned in my 3rd part of this series is that you could also screen record your live stream even before you start. The one benefit of that is that then you actually get a video recording of the entire thing that you can, of course, save to your device. The drawback of that is that when you're screen recording, then your screen will also show everyone that's joining the live stream and everyone's chat messages and all of that. Now, that's not awful because if people join your live stream, that's a wonderful thing. On the other hand, it doesn't give that nice clean appearance of the live stream because the screen is half filled with all of this movement of chat messages. So you'll just have to make a decision as to whether it is worth it to screen record it and have your own copy saved on your device, or if you're going to just be happy with the recording that you do live and then just upload that right away. Now, one thing that can absolutely affect the look and feel of your live stream is whether you have a strong Wi-Fi connection where you are and if there's just generally enough bandwidth available. Sometimes if your housemates are all using the internet or streaming movies or Netflix or YouTube and all of that, then that might affect your bandwidth, of course. Or if you just happen to be in a room where you are just not catching a strong signal. The result of this is that you're going to end up having a very blurry live stream where people are just not enjoying that actual presentation. So try to test this out in advance. In my 2nd video in this series, I mentioned to you that you can always test your live stream by doing a private live stream just for you to watch first. This is a great time for you to check whether the actual resolution of the live stream is blurry or if it's nice and crystal clear. Now, one important aspect of the editing of a live stream is to have the title and a description or a caption ready. If you want, you can also have a cover image. Now, a cover image is something that you can easily make in a software like Canva, just using the Instagram story dimensions, but then you should definitely have a title and caption ready. Because the thing about a live stream is, as soon as you end it, the next screen asks you right away whether you want to upload that to your actual feed. So that is not the right time for you to be brainstorming about what is the perfect title and the caption and doing all of your hashtag research. So I typically do this in advance. I email it to myself so that I can open that on my email right away, copy and paste all of that content, and then come back to that Instagram screen and paste it in. That just saves you the time of having to think from scratch when you're just there at the moment of uploading it. Now, if you choose to make a cover graphic to put on the front of your live stream, that will just help to give it a nice aesthetic, cohesive look when you add it to your actual feed. But of course, we know that the Instagram feed only features the square images. So how can you get a square image when you are making a cover graphic that's a long rectangle? Well, the idea here is to keep all of the text and the graphic and all the important part of that picture just in the center, just in the square part of the center of that long rectangle. That way, when it posts to your Instagram feed, then it'll just show up nice and clean there. Now, some people choose not to actually share their Instagram post to their feed. So this is also perfectly fine. If you're not happy with the content, or you feel like the content of your Instagram live just does not go as well with your actual niche and you don't want to confuse people by posting it, then that's perfectly fine. You can consider that as your experience doing a live stream. So it's another opportunity to test out how to do a live stream, and you had an opportunity to connect with your audience and just show up for them. And then you can just consider that the entire experience without choosing to save it to your actual feed. I, on the other hand, always like to do live streams that are relevant to my audience and my niche. So that means this is one more piece of content that I don't want to waste an opportunity to use. So after my live streams, I absolutely upload it to the feed so that people later can come and watch it. Because in fact, most of the views on your live stream will be from the replay. They won't be from the actual live. So just keep that in mind. Now, when we're taking the trouble to create a great live stream, it's good to do a little bit of additional legwork so that we can promote it adequately. This gives people an opportunity to watch it so that they can learn more about you and about the topic you're talking about. Now, one thing that I really like to do is, even before doing my live, post an Instagram story mentioning that at 1 p.m. I'll be going live and talking about topic ABC. On that same screen, I like to include the countdown sticker. So you'll have to check your Instagram features to see if this feature is available to you. But what it does is allows you to mark the date and time that you are planning to go live so that people who see that story can save that sticker. That means Instagram will send them an automatic reminder when you actually go live there so that they can just be prompted to hop on if they're interested in that topic. Not only that, but even a couple days before your live stream, if you are going to be going live about a really important topic, or you're announcing something, or you have a launch or something coming up, then you could even start releasing stories a couple days in advance, just to hype up your audience and let them know that something really interesting is coming. Now, once your Instagram live is actually complete and it's added to your feed and it's all ready for everyone to watch, there's a couple more things that you can do. You could share it directly from there to your Instagram stories, so that it will show up there in autoplay format on your story, and then just put a little bit of text there so that you can remind people that you did a live stream earlier today and here it is. You can just tap in and watch it. That's the first thing you could do. Or from your Instagram live, you can actually send that as a DM to someone. If you know someone in your audience or one of your followers might be really interested in that topic, wouldn't it be a nice thing to just send it to them directly so that they don't have to guess that you might have it out there? Send them a nice note saying, hey, I know that you might be really interested in this topic, so wanted to send you the link directly so that you can just watch it at your convenience. That way they can watch the replay and they would be really happy about that. Speaking of sharing your Instagram live, what about your weekly email list? If you're already sending an email to your email list, then you can absolutely copy the link for your Instagram live, drop it into your email somewhere with a little bit of wording around why it might be relevant to your audience, and then they can also just click directly and just watch it from the replay. Now, I've heard some people mentioning in the past that they would like to use their Instagram lives for YouTube. Now, the one drawback that I would say about this is that YouTube videos are typically in horizontal format. This is how people like to watch YouTube videos as well. It is the known most common format for YouTube videos. So if you take your Instagram Live, which you have shot on your phone in vertical format, and then simply just upload that to YouTube, then of course it will show up there vertically with all these black bars and blurred out bars on the side. It is not such a pleasant watching experience. So this is the one problem with doing it directly like that. The other thing you could do is take a little bit of your Instagram live stream, meaning just one clip or one point that you spoke about, and then just edit it so that you just have that short clip and then upload that as a YouTube short. YouTube shorts are still in the vertical format. They're almost like reels. So you can absolutely upload that there if you want to take advantage of the YouTube platform and get some views. Along that same line of thought, you can take that same clip and repurpose that as an Instagram reel. So now you have a reel. In the caption of that reel, you would just have to mention there that this excerpt that people are watching is from a full live stream. And if anyone is interested in watching that, they can check there and then just include the link there so that people can go watch the full thing. Now we're taking a little bit of a break here so that I can remind you to subscribe to this channel so that you never miss any of my future content. Now I know that creating a live stream sounds exciting and it also sounds scary, especially if you haven't yet started showing up on video for your business. So if that's you, make sure that you look out for the resource that I've dropped with the link in the description below. It's a short free program that I'm going to send you so that you can learn what are the first 3 videos that you should be creating to get started with video for your business. Let's get back to our video. Now, considering that my entire business is about helping people get comfortable on camera and start producing videos for their business, I hear from so many people that tell me that doing a live stream seems like the scariest thing in the world. However, a good number of them have actually attempted doing their live stream, and then later they have come back and said that it was far more enjoyable than they ever predicted. In fact, that live engagement and seeing that people are excited to see us on live stream, that really makes the difference. Remember that a live stream is the online equivalent of sitting at a coffee shop with a client or a prospective client and talking to them about the work that you do and sharing some of your expertise. So try to get into that mindset so that you find it to be less of a scary experience. It truly is one of the most enjoyable ways that you can make a direct connection with your audience. So don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who are just new to video. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss any of my future content. And until next time, take care.